What's going on, guys? I think we're rolling. What's up, Xander? Trying something new. I don't know if I like it, but I need to shift. Lights on Luna look great. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, I got to use them the other night, 2 nights, really, up here, and they're so bright. When I have those lights on, even my high beams don't even do anything. So they've definitely, yeah, way more than I thought. But you'd be surprised how much you need added light in places like this. So I'm sweating. It's like probably 80. What do we got? 84 degrees right now in the van. So it's warm. It should cool down, but this time of the day, it's like... What's up, Brian? I have to get a couple more Mammoth trips in. Yeah. What up, Dakota? Streaming out of the van. Yeah, we're back. I'm currently in Springdale, Utah, which is like just outside the gates of Zion National Park. So I've been here for 2 days, but gonna head out tomorrow morning. Got a lot of driving ahead of me because I got to go back up to like Salt Lake, and then I'm gonna head over to Mammoth. So quite the haul, but yeah, back in the van. Total opposite of the winter van life. Now we're in the dead heat van life. So. You like it, Xander? Yeah, it's not bad. The only thing I don't like about it is, like, if I read the chat, it's like I'm not looking at you guys, so. But I kind of like that it provides a little bit more. Greetings from YQ Media Inc. What up, man? Different angle, yeah. It's easy now because like I have the door open. Where in like the winter I would never ever do that. Obviously, but I feel like I have more space in the summer with the van. So happy to see Luna back in action. Yeah, me too. It's been a while. But so far so good. The only thing that hasn't worked is when I purged my water system of the antifreeze that I put in there, the filtered drinking water. I have like a spout that you guys probably have in your house, right? That's just for the drinking water. It goes through like a 2-stage filter. It tastes like really bad tequila or something. So even though the water's clear, I think what happened is because that filter is kind of like, it's like a cotton. I just think the antifreeze has gotten so absorbed in the filter that even though everything looks fine. So I drank a nice gulp of some antifreeze at some point, but other than that, everything's good. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Doing any skiing in Mammoth? Yeah, that is the sole reason why I am going, is to put out more ski videos. So I only have about a week because I gotta head out to Virginia for a race. So yeah, I'm gonna. That's the only reason I'm going, is to ski. So, what up, Mark? Never-ending winter. I know. It is ending in some places. Like A Basin just announced they're closing Sunday. I think Whistler's done. I might actually go up to Whistler. But yeah, dude. In some places, it really does feel like it's never ending. Kevin Graham, greetings from the garage. What up, Kevin? How do you dry your boots off when sleeping in the van? I have a boot heater that I just plug into to the inverter up front when I drive, and they dry. But I don't know. One, I'm not super afraid to ski in wet boots, and two, they just kind of, when I run the heater in here, it's such a dry heat that they do a pretty good job of just drying invariably, I guess. But I do have a small little boot heater that I will run when I drive. I could even plug it in back here, but I was so power conscious over the winter that I try to avoid using my stuff back here as much as I can. Hopefully that will change for next winter, because I'm going to add a third battery. That's a whole other project. But what's happening in Mammoth? Not much. I'm just going to go, I guess, go ski for a week. That's kind of what everyone's been telling me to go do, so that's my plan. Juan Diego Fernandez Capo, how are you? I'm doing all right, man. I'm hot. I'm getting pretty hungry, but it's been a fun 2 days here in Zion. It's just, it's very warm. Lots of people. Got a permit for Angel's Landing, so I was able to do that hike today, which was fun. Did a hike yesterday, so I'm all good. Back in the van. Just wanted to say what up, Lucas. Have been on the streams in the past few months as I graduated from university and started my full-time job. Happy to be here on a Wednesday. What up, Owen? Congratulations on graduating, man, and congrats on the full-time job. Hope you, very exciting stage of your life, man. Probably when life really starts is after you graduate university, so. But thanks for taking the time to be here, man. Are you going to be skiing in Mammoth? Yes, I am. Jeff, did you get some great footage at Zion? I got some footage. I don't know if it's great, but I did get footage. Yeah, did my best to sort of document the 2 days, but been trying different camera setups and different things. So I did this whole trip with just prime lenses. So usually I have like a zoom lens that makes it a bit more versatile, but I only brought prime lenses. So it was kind of a struggle, because I was always changing lenses to get different shots, but it was fun. What doesn't this van do? Doesn't do a lot of things, alright, but I'm determined to give the Powder Highway trip a round 2. So it kicked my butt the first time, but I hope this winter we will be able to make it through the Powder Highway. Apparently it makes tequila. Yeah, I don't know what that was that I had the first night. And it was like right when I got here to Springdale, so it was probably like, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night. I wanted to get some water, so I was like, all right. And I should have known because it smelled funny, but I was like, I'm just going to go for it. And yeah, I was like, I hope that antifreeze that I put in was drinkable. So I'm all right. I'm still here. So yeah, I think I just have to replace those filters entirely, which kind of sucks, but Roberto Diaz, hope all is good. Nice to see the fan. What up, man? All is well, my friend. Best feature, the tequila faucet. Yeah, I don't know if you want to be drinking this tequila, but have you ever skied in June before? From Jeff. I don't believe so. I think the latest I've ever skied was Memorial Day. Yeah, I don't know when I would have skied in June. Well, I take that back. I mean, when I used to do the summer mogul camps up in Whistler, I think that was even in like July we would do that. But that was when I was a lot younger, and yeah, you just rip bump lines all day. But yeah, I've never really done like just summer skiing for the fun of it, so. Yeah, I don't know how well I'll fare. There's definitely a strategy to like summer skiing. I think the mountain is open like 7:30 to 1 or something, so a lot of different time. I don't know how I'm going to make it interesting every day, but we're going to try our best. You always miss the permit. I didn't get it the first day. I didn't get it yesterday. And then I just applied to every time slot. There's like start before 9 a.m., 9 to 12 p.m., and then after 12 p.m. And I got the before 9 a.m. one today. Honestly, there wasn't even anyone who checked, but I'm sure when it's really busy, they're definitely up there checking. But I think it definitely helped because like there was really no people. I don't say no people, but it was very, very easy to get up and down the kind of the sketchy part. So I'm surprised I got the permit today, but yeah, we ripped it. Jack Sultan, I want to go skiing in Mammoth too. Don't forget to bring the Stella with you. All right. Yeah, I'm excited just to see Mammoth this time of year and ski a little bit in the morning, then maybe go on an adventure in the afternoon or something. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't skied in 2 months. It's going to be a long summer. That's basically how long it's been since I've skied before that snowbird day. I think the last time I skied before that was like end of March. So maybe that's only April. Yeah, it's about 2 months. April, May. I was a snow and snowbird. It was hard to tell, but it looked kind of hard packed. I thought it was pretty good, to be honest. I mean, like I said, there's such a strategy to this spring and summer skiing that you really gotta know where to go at different times of the day. But I thought it was very soft, slushy, sort of spring ski and snow. There were some areas that were a bit harder to ski, especially as you got lower on the mountain and stuff. But I don't know what I expected, but I thought it was all right. It was pretty easy to ski. So. Lunchtime's over. I gotta go. Well, whatever's happening, I'm excited for it. Drive safe. I'll catch you everything later. Chris, have a good day, man. Thanks for stopping by. Cryptos BA, what up? Bon Rogers, what's up, Bon? Good to see you, my friend. Any tips for making better cinema? I mean, it's kind of a loaded question, but I don't know. I think you really got to I mean, obviously a lot of people say this whole story of stuff, right? It's like making sure the shots you're getting is feeding the narrative of what you're actually trying to get across, rather than just, pretty shots of anything can get very boring quickly. But I think on top of that is, like, from a technical standpoint, is knowing your settings, knowing kind of what you want to achieve. And then I think a lot of it comes together with color grading. I think shooting in like a log profile, knowing how to color, stuff like that. But honestly, I mean, I just try to shoot everything like wide open for the most part. I've been shooting a lot more in just 24 frames a second rather than slow motion. I've been going back to just static camera shots because I think that just, I don't know, sometimes camera movement I think can be too distracting, but Brian gifted 5. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that, man. On Crypto, Chris Noddy, Ronnie, Callan. Welcome, guys. Brian, thank you, man. Brian with a Y. Gifted 5. And I'm sweating. Excited for Mammoth. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I've never skied this time of year. Never been to Mammoth really this time of year. So I'm a little bit dreading the drive because I always get worried with Luna on like the long road trips and stuff. But it's going to be an action-packed few days, and then back. I got to fly out to Virginia for racing, so. I think I need to just stop fighting. I've had the realization I need to just stop fighting what I guess I'm supposed to do, and that's just make ski videos. And yeah, I mean, there's, you know, it's just at this point it's a job, you know, like it's not what it used to be. So I have to, yeah, it's what makes the money. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna go, and I gotta just kind of come to the realization that that's what it is. So Brian with a Y, thank you again, man. How many ski days are you going to have? Like in total, or I don't know it total how many I have. I don't think I'm up to 100. I'm probably around 85, I would think. But in Mammoth, depending on when I get there, if I can get there Friday, I'll have about a week. Edward Heindal, did you stop skiing for a while? I was worried about you. Did you get hurt? I did not get hurt, but I did stop skiing. I really didn't ski all of April. But to be fair, I usually stop skiing right around April 1st. And for me, it was like the Stoke Squad meetup happened, and that was like kind of my signal that like it was over. But yeah, nothing really happened. I just kind of got burnt out from the Canada trip and all that sort of stuff. So. And I didn't have this stoke for it, and it just, I can't, it's, you know, it's hard, it's not fair to you guys for me to put out videos that I'm not excited about. I was so close flying in March when they had the snowstorm. As much as I wanted to, my friends got stuck, didn't even ski. Yeah, there was a few crazy storms this winter all over that, you know. That's the one thing with storm skiing is like you want to chase the storms, but you know it's hard to go when the storm is actually happening. I don't know how many of you guys followed early on, but we went to Tahoe again, and we like woke up to like 3 feet of snow. It was pretty gnarly. But yeah, it's tough to actually storm chase. What up, Brennan? Just tune in, skiing in Mammoth. Yeah, I am going to be skiing. Skiing and enjoying the area. So hopefully 2 for 1. Random question, what kind of hiking shoes are you rocking this summer? Dude, good question. I've had my hiking shoes, they're boots, for a long time. I bought them before I went to New Zealand many years ago. I think they're Columbias. I will say I'm due for new ones, but I do think they're Columbias. They do the trick. They're like all waterproof. I got them on Amazon once for like $80, and they've done the trick. I don't really have. Yeah, I don't know. They work for me, but I think they are Columbias. I'm trying to stick to 30 frames now and move away from slow mo. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a time for this for slow motion and higher frame rate, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I shot a lot of my ski videos this year. All the cinema stuff was at 120 frames per second. But I don't know. I think it can be like a lazy way of filmmaking because it's so easy to put it to 120. Then just like, in a way, everything looks good when it's super slow like that. And it just like, I think for the ski videos on my end, it works. And like, especially the volume that I was putting out this winter. like I needed that sort of stuff. But in the summer, I can take more time and everything like that. So I've been enjoying, and I've been shooting everything in 4K. So I can't shoot 4K 120. So I guess what I'm trying to say is you really need something. You need there to be something slow-mo worthy. And like stuff like this and hiking, and like I'm just trying to show like the vistas, like I don't need that to be slow motion. Bon, $9.99, little something for a snack. Thank you, Bon. I appreciate that. Thank you, Bon, and thank you, Brian, with a Y again for the 5. I walk about 15 to 20K steps a day for work, and then do the trick wheel. That's a lot of steps, man. I think anything like 10,000 a day is pretty solid, so. What skis do you plan to use in Mammoth? Is a strategy choosing what skis to use in the summer? Good question. I am likely going to be just using my 106s, the Stoke Crows. I will probably bring I want to bring the Stoke Kings as just a backup pair in case something breaks. I don't want to be stuck there with one pair of skis, but I will be using the 106s. But about the strategy, I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, I don't think you want something very big and soft, to be honest, because it can be sticky and it helps to have an edge. So I don't know. I will hopefully have some more information, but really the only thing I have is my 106s. I mean, you're not going to use a POW ski, and that's like all the other skis I have are POW skis. So I could think of worse jobs than making. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot worse things I could be doing, like my old job. So. You skiing out in Mammoth? Yes, I am. That's the plan. Skiing out in Mammoth for a few days. Then I have a race in Virginia, and then I'm trying to. My dad Joe is going to Whistler for Mogul Camp or something. I don't know if it's camp or if he's just going out to ski bumps on the glacier. So I'm trying to see if there's something I could do out there. So I might go up to Whistler to ski after that. I don't know. I also don't want to like crazy overdo it and then not have the drive for the actual season, but had about 100 hours of raw footage from 2 GoPros from end of February 1st of March. PC Canyon's trip. Finally got Jenny's edit. Great food, super conditions. We cuss way too much and a lot of drinking. Wow, dude. 100 hours of footage. That's incredible, dude. Raw footage, 2 GoPros. That's how you know you had a good time, Ron. Hopefully, you guys will be back this next season, or you should try to pair it up with the meetup, the Stoke Squad meetup in March. That'd be awesome, bro. Get some skins. Go do some backcountry, maybe a tutorial video. We love your ski content. It is the best. Thank you, AJ Owens. I will likely really not do backcountry skiing just for a few reasons, but yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I will. I know what I don't know, and backcountry's nothing to mess around with, and yeah, I have no experience in it. No knowledge. I mean, not to say that I can't learn, but I really do enjoy resort skiing, and I think that's kind of where my knack is. And I do basically everything by myself, whether it's hiking or skiing, whatever. So, and that's not really an activity that you do by yourself, backcountry skiing, but I don't know. Those are all excuses, but I appreciate the support, my friend. Take a break. You'll be up for it again come next winter. Yeah, I know that's, I'm, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I've always been, I've been pretty honest with you guys, and it's just like, this is the first time, one, that I've been doing this full time, and it's the first like off season with it being full time, so it's been a big adjustment, right? It's like I don't know what to expect, you know. So it's been and really I'm just still kicking myself over the whole British Columbia trip, because that's what really sent me over the edge, I feel like. And it just was like, I didn't want to look at the van, I didn't want to look at my skis. It was like, it was a a real thing, you know. I don't know, it's I feel like it's very glorified to travel in a van and ski, right? Like it's awesome, but it's also, and once you do it, you're like, damn, there's a lot of this that's just, it's hard, it's tough. And then couple that with making videos all the time and traveling, it just wore me down, especially because the season was so good so quickly, right? That like you were firing on all cylinders in November. And so by the time I got to February, I was like, man. And then everything with the van happened. Then it broke down in Montana, and it was just like, so I want to make sure that we have and to be honest, it's like this is what it is. It's like if you running a marathon, right, and you blow up in like the first 5 miles, right? So like I need to keep that into I need to keep that in my mind for next season, right? Like this season is going to go from October, ideally, to like April, right? And when you do this full time, you're skiing every day, right? So it's like there's so much in there that I need to pace myself is what I'm getting at, for not even just physically, but from like a creative standpoint too, you know. So, but the problem with that is like YouTube rewards the volume, right? Like you post more videos, you get more views, you make more money. Like it's a double-edged sword, you know. So, but the bigger thing is finding that balance, and you know, now it's like, you know, now I net lose subscribers a month, right? So it's like you don't even grow. So it's a very hard thing. It's like saying you're gonna set up a Christmas tree store, you know, or like a Halloween shop. Like having a seasonal business, you know, has its pros and cons. So I'm trying to navigate that, but also just realize like that just is what it is. I can't fight it, you know, like. So I don't know how I got on that rant, but oh yeah, we missed out on a lot of skiing due to storms this year. Yeah, especially like up in Little Cottonwood Canyon. I mean, the storms just made it so the place was closed. MLK weekend we skied 1 out of 3 days in about 5 to 8 for you. That's the problem with when it snows that much, dude. And that's kind of always been my gripe a little bit with California, is like, yeah, it's sick to get 6 feet of snow in like 48 hours. The problem is you can't ski it. Where like this was an anomaly, but in Utah you'll get just like 12 feet of snow, not 12 feet, 12 inches a night of like super dry, fluffy snow. That, yeah, they need an hour or 2 or 3 to like make sure it's safe, but then you're skiing it by 11 o'clock. So it's like I'd much rather have a foot of fresh that's skiable than like 3 feet overnight that you can't even ski, you know. So what up, DC? Slow motion waterfalls. True. 120 frames a second waterfalls. Yeah, I don't think I shot any slow motion these past 2 days, but I'm okay with that. I'm just starting to get pumped for skiing in Australia. Oh, that's right. You guys are going into winter now. We're going into summer. Seems like your summer videos aren't as popular as your winter ski videos. Are you still planning on living off? Yes. Yeah, the summer videos are not as popular at all. And then, but yeah, I'm still planning on, yeah, I mean, I'm not planning on getting a job. Luckily, I'm basically living off everything that I saved up over the winter. So, yeah, that's why I haven't, yeah, to answer your question, yeah, planning off just the YouTube revenue, but that's also why I'm planning on going to Mammoth, right? Stuff like that. I mean, I think you can still, as long as I post ski related stuff, I mean, I think it's going to be okay. But obviously the really big months for the channel are November and December, and January, and then it starts to trickle down. But even in November and stuff, like the advertisers pay a lot more money to advertise because of the holidays and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm learning all the time with it. But I think, yeah, I really just got to be ready to go come November. So, I've been considering starting a second channel for the summer stuff because I don't know what it is, but I don't think they get any sort of recommendations from my channel like my ski videos do. So I was like, would a second channel just be like a fresh start? Even like my Instagram, right? Like I'm like the skier guy, you know? And there's so much more to what I do, but just the way social media is, right? It's just not structured like that. So, and I don't think it needs to be, right? But I'm like, how can I express my other interests, my other stuff that I do, and continue building my brand off that. But I love my 114s for Oregon spring corn. Wider is better. All right. Yeah, I'm going to bring my 116, so I'm going to try those out too. I could see wider being better. I mean, obviously to a point, right? If not, I'll rip my 133s out there. Those are as stiff as they get. But yeah, I mean, I love the 116. That would be fun. Got some Obaz Sawtooth mid-hiking boots from REI. Wearing them every day. Let's go. Yeah, I like the boots because it gives you some ankle support. The only bummer is that they are a little bit warmer. But like all my tread on the bottom of my hiking boots is gone. So when I get in this sandy stuff, I slip a lot, especially going down. Green Room Seashell Mammoth is a solid place if you need something or get something fixed. Okay, rad. Yeah, hopefully I don't need to get anything fixed, but I'll keep that in mind. Jay, what up, Jay? Member for 15 months, getting nice out there. Been riding around on the bike, catching those rainbow trout. 15 months, Jay. Thank you, man. 15. I hope everything gets figured out. And yeah, dude, it seems like you've been having some good early season bike stuff. I'm curious to see how long until the snow is melted up top and things like the crest are good to go. But thank you for the 15 months, man. Thanks for being a moderator. Ever considered heli skiing with Papa Joe? Yeah, we have heli skied. We went to we heli skied in Alaska in 2018, which was incredible. We heli skied last year outside Snowbird, and then we were scheduled to heli ski this year, but that was the same time, and it was already planned. It was booked, everything like that. But that was when I went up to Canada with Abe Kislevitz and that sort of Icon Pass deal. So unfortunately, the day that Joe heli skied this past year, I gave my seat to someone that Joe works with, I think. So we were supposed to heli ski. We try to do a heli ski trip or a day each year. So we'll definitely reschedule one for next year. Joe loved kicking horse and Revelstoke, so we're planning on doing another BC trip. I mean, I'm sure they'll just they'll fly up and meet me up there, but they want to do those mountains again. So backcountry's real stuff. It's sick stuff, but you're right. It's different. Yeah. Like I said, I know what I don't know. I mean, it's a whole different world, and that's just something you really can't do it solo. I mean, that's just. And then imagine if I posted a video of me backcountry skiing for the first time solo, like it would. Yeah, that's not a good look. And so, yeah, I have a big fear of avalanches, and so I don't mind resort skiing. I enjoy resort skiing. I like being able to get a lot of laps in a short amount of time. And I think overall for the amount that I've skied, I don't really have, I don't feel like lines and stuff are an issue that a lot of people complain about, but I'm also able to rip through the singles line, right? I ski. So working 2 jobs right now. I have Big Sky videos from February I need to finish editing. 2 jobs, man? What the heck? How'd you go from... What happened? When'd you go from 1 job to 2 jobs? Pick up surfing in the off season. I do not need another activity to do. Constantly effing with the gear. Bought some Look race plates and some new rock bindings to replace the old... You're still getting your slalom gear figured out, huh, Ron? Mountain biking may be similar audience, adrenaline junkies. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think with racing and paintball, I mean, those are my. I'm not really looking to pick up mountain biking for a few reasons, but I know that's a very popular crossover with skiing. But so glad you're skiing again. Yeah, I mean, just gonna go out for a few days. See what it's all about, but imagine Lucas skiing the ARG2s at Mammoth. Dude, I would try it. That ski, I think, was my... I love all the skis, but that ski was so much fun to use in POW. The only con with that ski is that it's so stiff. It's not a very playful ski in the POW. Where like the White Walker, amazing POW ski, it is so soft that like you can wheelie yourself right over on your head. Where the ARG is like, you're not really, that wasn't designed to be doing like tricks in the POW, you know. And it's so heavy, it's big, but that way that thing floats on the POW is just insane. What up, Justin? Justin. Didn't even notice you were in here, dude. We skied somewhere this weekend as well. Did you manage to do any ski skimming? It's a good puddle. Oh, yeah, I saw it underneath Peruvian. I didn't do it. I'm low-key scared to go pond skimming. I just feel like I'd hit the puddle and just like, I don't even know, just sink. I've never pond skimmed before. I did see it though. Does anyone know if Lucas is sponsored by Montech? I mean, here's the long, I guess here's a long story long or long story short. I originally bought the Montech just like, it was 2 years ago now, the purple suit and that camo suit, right? Like I bought those because I needed a new ski suit and that was what I went for. And I enjoyed the suits or else I really wouldn't use them. And then this year, I think it was February, a guy named Tom who works in Europe for the, you know, Dope Snow and Montech approached me and gave me two suits. And so I guess in a way they ended up sending me stuff, but originally I bought it because I liked it, you know, so, but it's not like it's a very formal thing. It's not like they've already said, oh, here's new suits for next year or anything like that. So, and I might even, I'm probably going to be changing my suits for next year because I got so much crap. Even on the snowboard video, the comments are something about Montech. And it's like, look, I'm sick of that. It's so stupid to judge me based off my ski outfit. So, yeah, the only company that I would say I'm a bit more properly quote unquote sponsored by is the Zipline. That's the poles I use and the goggles. But I think sponsored gets thrown around so loosely nowadays, you know. Yeah, Owen's got it. They sent him some gear this winter to use and give away. Might not be for a while, but so ready for lift service for the MTB. New permits for a brand new resort in Alyeska. I saw that Alyeska is on the Icon Pass for next year, which is gonna be pretty epic, man. Could be a cool trip to go up there and then like plan a heli day, and then when you don't fly you can just go rip the resort. How long will Mammoth be open for skiing? I think they will at least go through the 4th of July. I don't know for sure, but I think that's a pretty safe guess. They're going to go for 4th of July. Hey, Regina. Charles Woman. Hey, it's been a while heading to Florida on Saturday. Be safe. Thank you, Charles. It has been a while. You be safe as well, heading to Florida. Hope everything is well with the van, my friend. What up, Lucas? Pulling wire as you speak wisdom. JJ's came in last week. Let's go, dude. That's sick. Yeah, Evo had a really big sale, you know, like a Memorial Day sale on all this past year's gear. So if you guys wanted skis or anything like that, like now is the time to get on them. I think Noah picked up some JJ's for like half price or something. So Jay said he's done it about the backcountry. I was like, what are you referring to? It was stupid, but use your judgment and research and have fun out there if you do get into it. I know. My sister does it. My sister lives in Jackson Hole. She's been up there for a few years now, and she's like, I don't even think she gets a ski pass. She tours all the time, and she really likes it. I don't know how crazy she gets into it, but she's got all the gear and the pin bindings and everything else. But I don't know, man. I get scared with it. Ready to stare at them for 6 months. Oh, I know. Have you been up on the new deck on top of Luna? I have. It's been great for setting up the camera when I've been doing stuff up there. And then I was up there just to make sure it was all still tight and everything going down these washboard roads. But yeah, it's nice. I'm really glad that it's not any louder or anything like that. I think because it's set back beyond like the crest. So yeah, it's been nice. Everything has worked out so well so far. Parker, remember for 14 months, Stoke Squad, congrats on the win. I watch every race Stoke for Virginia. Let's go. Thank you, Parker. Yeah, awesome time in Texas. Bittersweet, I will say, because the second race really sucked. So massive blow to our championship, but we still got a long ways to go. But yeah, I'm excited for Virginia as well. Excited for Virginia. Thank you for the 14 months, dude. Kevin says ready for Sebring. Yeah, if any of you guys are interested in the racing and want to come to one of the races, I have tickets that is part of whatever the deal, so I can get you guys full access to the races. So I think we're going to have the Garage Gang and DC out in Sebring. I'm going to meet up with Mark in a few weeks in Virginia, and then maybe some people in Indianapolis as well. So I didn't get a contract extension in January. I was job hunting through end of April. Full-time contract with the hospital, landed a second part-time. Jeez, dude. Is that good, though? Do you want 2 jobs? Like, is that something you're doing now, and then you're going to... I guess the other one's part-time, but... It wouldn't be bad to do the Big Sky videos and then hold them for, like, the start of ski season next year. When everyone's getting jonesed up to go, you release them. Bam. Walton Staley, welcome to Stoke Squad. Thank you, Walton. Ponsky at the end of the day. I need to do more hikes and less vegging. I feel that, dude. This was really the first hikes that I did all year, I think. I like it. It's a good way to stay in shape for ski season and stuff. You know, just keep the legs under you. I don't know. Hiking is one of those things where it's like, why do people enjoy hiking? I never really understood it. See you, Brian. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Sup, bro? Have you ever tried fly fishing? Would be a cool addition to the channel. What up, Silky Johnson? I've never tried it. You know, I'm not really a fish guy, to be honest. I grew up on a lake, so I would fish when I was little and stuff. Not fly fishing. It was just like really basic shit. But I just never. I don't know. It's a little bit too slow. I know Jay likes to do it a lot. I just never. I don't need another hobby. That's the thing. You know what I mean? I already feel like I don't have enough time for everything I'm doing right now. Between the paintball and then the racing and then, you know, I think that's part of my demise too. Is like just. Yeah, I feel like sometimes I'm not hyper focused on one thing. And I just feel like I never really master one thing because I'm trying to do a few different things. Don't get bullied from wearing what you want. I know, dude. And like I don't want to, but like I'm literally just going to wear black bibs and a black coat and put electrical tape over any logo and just be done with it. And I'll get 2 sets of them so I have like, because I don't want to hear it every video is like the Montech shit. I'm like, it's so stupid. And that way it's just done. It's like, look, there's no logo on my thing and it's just black. And now it's not about what I'm wearing. It's about the video, the skiing, the production, right? So but then I'm like, well shit, maybe I should just own it and get 2 more Montech suits and just represent that. Yeah, just be that dude. But I don't get the Montech hat. Neither do I don't really understand it. One thing I've learned is that there are so many miserable people in this sport. Yeah. It sucks because like we've always said, like we're all out there just to enjoy the mountains and ski, but then there's just, it's like that with anything, really. You know, there's always a group of people or a subset that, yeah, is toxic, for lack of a better word, and I feel like I'm a very good candidate for that. Because I don't do tricks. I can't ski the park. You know, it's all right. I look like everyone was wearing Montech this winter. It's everywhere and everybody. Yeah, that's true. Especially when you start looking for it. But I mean, how can it not be? It's like one of the most affordable brand, you know, clothing brands for skiing, right? You can get a whole suit for less than $500, and it looks pretty cool, you know. So for a lot of people who are skiing 5 days a year, it's like. My sister has Gore-Tex, or what is it, Arc'teryx. It's like $700 for just a shell. It's like, it's tough to justify spending that if you don't ski often, you know. As a hiking shoes boots, I highly recommend Trail Runners. Get a pair from REI and try them on a couple of trips. Take them back for you. You can try them out and return them? Damn, I thought once I put my sweaty feet in them, they're done. It's because they have an aggressive social media advertising and all the gatekeepers automatically think you're a loser or something. Yeah, I don't know. And people say that, oh, they don't have like a pro program where they support athletes or whatever. I feel like I've heard just about all of the reasons why it sucks, but the reality is no matter what I wear, people, like, there's gonna be people who say, I mean, people talk shit about that I use Armadas. You know, it's time to grow up. Wear some real skis is like shit that I get about the Armadas. It's like, I'm just gonna black everything out, put tape over everything, so that way no one knows what I'm wearing. All right, I'm really, really behind. Eric with the 20. You know what they say? Look good, ski good. Of course, those people might be idiots. Just saying. Thank you for the $20, Eric. Look good, ski good. They might be idiots, but I do agree. If you look good, you ski good. It's just a fact. But I might, yeah. I also look like shit and I ski well sometimes, so that could be fake. False. Will you ski something 100 millimeters or less? Not really much less. Armada came out with they came out with a 100 millimeter ARV, which I want to get and try that out. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of skinny skis. All my gear's like 10 years old, falling apart, doesn't fit. I don't give a shit that I look like an orange going down the hill. That's how I was, Eric. Finally replaced all my stuff. It wasn't the looks, it was keeping dry was a problem, so I had to go. And that's the most important thing is, are you comfortable on the hill? Because you cannot ski all day long. You cannot ski in pow conditions if you're not comfortable. And that's like the biggest thing that I see with people. That's the biggest thing when I was little, right? It's like, you're cold, you don't want to ski. Like, I don't care how stoked you are, if you're cold and get too wet, it's hard to stay out there and ski. So if you're dry and warm, like, that's got to be the priority. And to be honest, the Montec was never an issue. That's why, like, for the price, I would, and you guys have seen what we skied. We've skied, deep pow days. We've skied wet pow days when it's rained on us. And the Montec was never an issue. And I used it every day. It wasn't like it ripped. It wasn't like it fell apart. I don't understand. Yosemite Falls, great hike. Dude, that is a tough hike. I did that last year. The last climb at Yosemite Falls is gnarly. It is a great hike, though. Warm in CNY today, warmer tomorrow. Do it one day. Dave, I have a whole video of Yosemite, and I hiked up to a Yosemite Falls from last year. Jeff, $50. Safe travels to Mammoth. See you in Indy. I'm pissed I forgot the Stoke button. But Jeff, thank you for the $50, dude. Safe travels to Mammoth. Yes, I have quite a long haul. I'm hoping, praying that everything stays together. But, dude, thank you for $50. See you in Indy. Yes, Indy's going to be sick. Hopefully, we'll be fighting for the championship then as well. Thank you, Jeff. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the continued unconditional support. It really means a lot to me. I feel the same. Too many hobbies. It's a good thing. Like, I don't know why we shouldn't limit ourselves to one thing, right? I think being well-rounded and having different areas of interest is what makes life exciting, And I think if you have just one thing, like, think of who's the skier. Is it Lindsey Vonn? She almost she hates the snow now. I read something or saw something. She's like, she doesn't like the cold. Like, she doesn't want to be around it. Like, because skiing was her whole life. One of the most accomplished skiers of all time. So my point is, when you have different things, it makes it so you can take a break from other things, and you never really lose the flair for it. So. I have a Montec hoodie. Who cares? It looks good. Own it. Own Montec. Just embrace the Montec icon beater lifestyle. That's me, dude. Xander and DC, 16 months. Just ski nude. Then we'll see who the real haters are. F the haters. That's right, dude. I'm just going to go bare butt naked, dude. Strap on 2x4s on my feet. No helmet. Xander and DC, guys, 16 months. Thank you, man. And if Montec works for you, just wear it, especially if they're going to give you some freebies. Can't not support the Stoke Squad. Appreciate your hard work, man. Very entertaining, inspiring. Stoke Squad, hard work pays off. Noah, thank you, man. Seriously. I couldn't do this without you guys. In this streams like this, just, yeah, the fact that you guys watch my stuff. I saw 451 videos on YouTube now. It's like, I remember when I started, I was like, I'm going to go to 10 seasons of the vlog and hit 1,000 episodes, and then I'll look up and figure out if this is still worth my time. So yeah, we're on the road to 1,000 videos, almost halfway there. You know, you made it as a ski influencer when what you wear is such a big every vlog topic. Oh man, I don't know about any of that. I think people see the video and the first thing they see is Montec, and that's it. Then they just like, if you hate Montec, like that's the only part that you need. And I don't think they give the video the time of day from there. No matter what the production value is, no matter what the topic is. BRB while this FL guy goes and Googles Montec. Montec is good gear. Jenny absolutely loves her. Is getting dope snow for her B-Day. Why is this mic right in my face? And that's what I'm getting at. Like, I just feel like the people who use it, they like it, you know? So what's the issue with Montec anyways? I think from what I've seen, I don't know, people just associate Montec with people who are less experienced skiers. So when they see someone with Montec, they just automatically assume that they are new to the sport, they don't know what they're doing, you know, and it instantly gives people this reputation because of that. So that's why with Abe Kislovitz, it was like, dude, I'm with someone who gets the filming aspect, who's better at it, understands it even more, and he wears Montec. It was like a match made in heaven, I felt like. So, and then we were up with the Red Bull athlete and the US ski team, dude. It was like, yeah, it was like the one time where I really felt I could be comfortable with what I do, you know, because a lot of times it's like I just get in my own head about everything. So. Gore-Tex in the Marine Corps. Gore-Tex is massive in skiing too, because it keeps everyone dry. Make sure you put tape on the bottom of your skis too. I know, got the big old Armada skis at the bottom. If you do the East Coast trip, everyone is asking for, you might want a skinny set. Even if I did an East Coast trip, I'd still use my 116s. I would rub them on some rock before I went out too, so I know I had absolutely zero edges. Recommend the ARV 100, demoed to 2024 in March. Smooth and fun, yeah. That's a really exciting ski. I think it's the Karuba core and stuff, so it's a bit more lightweight. But yeah, that would be a fun one to add to my quiver. And then I want to have the Magic J 124, but it's like, do I really need a 121? A 124 and a 133, but the answer to that is yes, we do. Papa Joe wants to get a pair of JJs because he has nothing between 110 and 121. So I can see that. That makes sense. He wants to get the JJUL. Yeah, they don't get back to the community allegedly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like it pisses people off that Montec and Dope Snow isn't in like local ski shops, right? Like it's direct to consumer, right? And so people, they don't like that. Like they want you to be able to go to a, you know, Bob's ski shop in Telluride and buy it, so you're supporting the ski shop. So, you know, which I understand. I get that. But I'm present for this squad. AJ Owens, are you going to try short form again? Seems to work, sadly. Yeah, you know, I need to get around the horn on everything, but it's like, I don't know, like I mentioned, I feel like I'm struggling with who I am, what the brand is, and stuff like that. So I deleted my TikTok or whatever because it just is like, yeah. I'm going through it right now, I think. So that's why I'm in the desert. If you master one thing, you can enjoy several things when you retire. Very true. I think that's... Yeah, I mean, with a specific skill set, like a lawyer or a doctor or, you know, engineer, I understand that mentality for sure. Montec Catania, new YouTube channel. I love it, dude. Saw your summer videos like, I bet he will go to Mammoth since the van is now fixed. Yeah, I mean, like I keep mentioning, I think that's just what I got to do. So my plan was to spend more time down here. Stoke corn, I know. I wish I had it. I forgot it. I knew I was forgetting something, and that was what I forgot. Brought everything else. Abe just posted a short of him during the... Yeah, I saw that. Pretty cool shots. And that was back with the Fusion, I think. That wasn't even with the Max. Like, very cool idea. So there's no one better when it comes to GoPro and skiing, and really GoPros in general, but especially with skiing, than Abe. I mean, I really hope that I can, yeah, I hope that I can spend time with him again this next season. Go out to Mammoth over New Year's or something, or something. Only skier I know who's anti-edge tuning. That's why I got 4 pairs of skis. I really don't need to tune any of my skis now. I think I have 3 to 4 seasons at least per pair of skis because I can space them out. Gondola's closed till 6/16. Chair 23 is open though. Oh. Chair 23 is still open? Dude, that's crazy. It's alright. So you could still kind of get up to the top. I want to just cruise like chair 5. That would be fun. 23 is gnarly. I don't know if I'm up for that, but... Do you think 95s are a good ski width for all mountain and enough to handle some powder? I do. Yeah. 95 is definitely a great width for all mountain. And we'll be able to get you through powder. I mean, obviously, if you're talking, you know, feet of snow, it's going to be very hard. But this is what I would say. If you're on the West Coast and you need a 1 ski quiver, I would recommend like a 106 or maybe a 102. But you know, if you're more of a groomer skier and you don't find yourself in POW a lot, a 95 is going to do just fine. I used to rock a 98 underfoot for many seasons, so I would ski that and everything. And I think having a 1 ski, even a skinnier ski, makes you a better skier. Because then when you put a powder board on and you go ski powder, you're going to be like, wow, this is like way easier, you know? And that's kind of what happened when I went from my 98 to my 116. I bet all my ski gear online anyways. I know. You know what I mean? And like, think of how many people use Amazon on a daily basis, right? It's like these people who are chirping about Montec not being in retail stores are probably buying all their stuff on Amazon anyway. So it's like, you know, it is what it is. But that's just the world that we've lived in now, right? It's like that's why malls aren't popular as they were back in 2006 or something when I was in middle school, right? And everyone would go to the mall to hang out with their Walkmans and stuff, right? Like some of you might even be too young to even relate to that, but it's like that's why retail stuff just isn't what it is, you know? Because you can just, yeah, why would I go to a store when I can just order it from my house, have it in one day, try it on. If I don't like it, I can send it back. So, what's up, Joe? You are nuts. 116 and no edge skiing east. I'd pay to see that. Yeah, I wouldn't do that, but that would be pretty gnarly. Hell, I'll even do 121s out east. You deleted your TikTok. Yeah, I deleted the app or whatever. I don't think my account's deleted, but yeah, it just was like, I don't know. I struggle with short form content. I really do. I can't get in like the trends and the way it's designed to be consumed. That's why I like YouTube. Like I can take time to put out a 10, 12 minute, 15 minute story, and like when you click on it, you know what you're getting, right? Where like short form is like, a lot of times people aren't asking to see your video, so it's very hard for them to stay and watch your video, right? Where like YouTube, it's like people are making the deliberate decision to click on your video. Short form is basically fed to everyone, so you go through it every summer. I know. And I'm kind of, I was talking to Buck. I went on Buckhouse's live last night, and you know, he said the same thing. He's like, look, I call it the Great Purge. It's like he's net negative subscribers too now, right? Like people they just unsubscribe. He's like, I have 170,000 subscribers now, and every year I think it's gonna get better because I have over 100,000. Like how can I get less views than I did last summer, you know? And it's like, he kind of was just reaffirming like this, unfortunately, is the nature of the beast with what you create. So I think I'm gonna get Montec because people will think I'm a Jerry then after 40 years of skiing. Yeah, if you wanna, yeah, I think I don't know. I just wish people wouldn't judge so hard based on what you wear. I mean, it's like getting bullied in school for wearing, you know, certain things. It's just like, it's not right, you know? It's really not right. And it's not everyone, right? Like 98% of the community and stuff, like you guys obviously don't care, but there's always people who just like never seen a video. It's not like they've ever taken the time to get to know me or the Stoke squad, right? And so it's like they come on, they see the Montec, leave a comment and leave. So it's like, we don't want those people in here anyways, you know? Everyone's like, screw TikTok. I know, Justin. Papa Joe looking super quick in Coda. Looking forward to a double podium. Yeah, we gotta slow Joe down a bit, I think. First time Joe was ever completely on pace in a race car. Yeah. Joe ran a faster lap than I did in the second race. I think they gave him something special when they fixed this car, so. Your hand on the power tools. Always happy to see you on the saw. Yeah, Joe is a very good woodworker. And Joe is really the brains behind. When I say I want something with the van, most of the time I have no idea how to do it. I'm like, okay, I want to have a deck up on the van with a light bar on the front of it. And Joe, he's able to design it. He's like knows. I can give him the idea and kind of what I want to see, and then he's able to figure it out, and then he does it. So. Killington had 3 runs open the other day. I saw that Killington was open, or they pushed snow, or I don't know. That's pretty cool that they're still able to run. Burton Bib as a skier. It's finally starting to cool down a bit. There's like a huge U-Haul truck. U-Haul moving truck coming back here. I'm like on a BLM forest road, BLM land. I don't know what that dude's doing. Beginners have around 85. Yeah, I would agree. I think if you're a beginner skier, a shorter and more narrow ski is going to be easier to learn on, for sure. How's the S-Bar heater working? I haven't even turned it on. It is very warm. So it's currently, let's do another update here. It's 82 degrees in the van right now, so it is very hot. I have been taking solar showers, so that's been nice to at least be able to rinse off before I go to sleep. But yeah, there's been no heater. No need for a heater. Although it's one of those things where the night starts off really hot, and then by like 4 in the morning, because I'm leaving everything open, and it's like 50 degrees at night, I find myself pretty chilly. Like, just before I'm about to wake up. But yeah, no, I have not tried the heater. Cornice off Cherry 23 was one of the 2 best trails when I went 2 weeks ago. Cornice. Okay, good. Good to know. Yeah, I welcome any and all Mammoth summer skiing advice, because I really, I do not know my way around there, especially in the summer, of what's good, when it's good, stuff like that. So he said it's 84 in the van, so it must be doing well. Yeah. I don't even think the heater would turn on right now. It's so hot. You should watch Air, the story about how Michael Jordan's mother made the first % of the gross deal with Nike. Monetize. MJ's a billionaire and team owner because his mom saw the light. Interesting. Yeah, that's the I'm fortunate that I've been able to monetize the way I have. But as you grow, you obviously get emails, right, of like, hey, and it's like some supplement, and it's like, look, I'm not sure you want to pay me to promote it on my channel, but it's like, this thing isn't FDA approved. I don't know what the heck this is. So it's like the balance of just selling out and monetizing, right? So that's why I've never, and I don't even know when that day is going to come, but I've never, right, promoted something to you guys of like, this is a sponsored video, other than like the Icon trip. But that's something where it's like, look, I feel very comfortable doing that, right? But the whole way this thing's been monetized has been just through ads. So like when an ad rolls on a video, I know it's annoying, but that's how I'm earning money. And then the Stoke Squad memberships, and then live stream donations. That's how this whole thing is monetized. So I'm leaving a lot on the table with, right, brand deals or merchandise, stuff like that. So there's still more ways of monetization, but to me, this feels like the most authentic way to do it. That's really of no extra cost to you guys, unless you want to, right? Like, and not putting some random ad or product in the middle of the video. So that time will probably come at some point, but right now nothing has came across that's not fake or cheap or like, I don't think I'm ever gonna do anything that I don't really believe in. So life's not a constant game of figuring out, but exploring and pursuing a skill set of interest that's valuable is good. I admire how you combine skiing and content creation. Yeah, and I think that's the thing, right? It's like, no matter how old you get, I don't think you really ever know what you're doing. You don't really ever feel like you have it figured out. I'm coming up on a very important number of age in your life, and it's like, when I was 18, I thought by the time I was this age, I would have it all figured out, and that is just not the case. I'm sitting in a van making YouTube videos, so it's like, yeah. It could all be over tomorrow, you know, so. Short form's designed to be mindless content to consume. Very little of it is any good or even original. I know, but it's like it's such a huge thing, right? And like Instagram Reels and all that, and I enjoy making it, but unless it's a headcam POV of me skiing something, I haven't found any success with it. So I think you really got to be good with the short form, and you got to, like, you know, and it's, I don't know, my mind I feel like just doesn't work that way, but I need to get better at it. I need to really go hard with the short form and stuff like that. But I'm planning on being at VIR for race 1 on Saturday the 17th, pulling for good weather and a 1-2 finish. Hell, if you need a ticket, send me an email and I can get you on the list, because I have 8 of them. I've used 2 of them. But if you need a ticket, want to save some money, I have extra tickets that just go to waste. So send me an email if you need a ticket, and I can, you know, get you in. But yeah, should be. That's definitely the best day to come is Saturday. I got so much hate for my short form Instagram posts. It's like, yeah, I mean, like, it's part of the game, right? Like, you know, if you have a job, there's good and bad things that come with it, and that's just, you know, you put your life online, that's you're gonna get hate. So it's not like, you know, it's a good thing, right? Because it means that more people are seeing your stuff. I tend to have like a 10% rule, right? Like 10% of people who view my stuff or your stuff, whoever, is not gonna like it, you know. So I think having that as a realistic, you can't think that everyone is always gonna like your stuff. It's just not. It's not true, and it would be boring if that was the case, right? So I try to keep, like, okay, I gotta expect 10% at least just aren't gonna like it. They don't like me, they don't like my van, they don't like my face, my hair, whatever, you know. So, and that stuff you just can't change, right? I will say Abe was one of the few to nail short form videos. Yeah, he is very good. Hell, even his long form stuff. Like, if you guys haven't seen his man, he produced a GoPro summer video that's very informative. It before he like does a shot, he talks about all of his settings with it, but it has like millions of views on YouTube. Like, yeah. The biggest difference is fatter skis bring you to the top of the snow. It's still a hell of a lot of fun to ski in it than on top of it. It's just a different feel. Yeah, 100%. That's why, you know, you can ski any ski width, waist width, in any condition, right? You can ski deep pow with a freaking 88 if you want. You can ski groomers on a 121. Like, it, they're all gonna work. It's just a matter of kind of what you prefer and what you like to ski. So that's why when people ask me, like, hey, I'm gonna get to JJ as a, you know, I want to get to JJ as my ski. I'm like, well, you know, I don't, it's not like a ski I'll just recommend to people to go buy and then use every day, because I don't think the majority of people are going to enjoy it for everyday skiing. You know, so. Someday Armada will sponsor you. I was looking into that, and on their website it's like you can't reach out to Armada to ask them. They say something like, just ski, have fun, and like we'll reach out to you if we think it's a good fit. So I think that's the way it should be, you know. Although I did reach out to Ski Utah because they make what's called a Utah Gold Pass. It's $10,000. It gets you every single resort in Utah, as many days as you want with no blackouts, and it's $10,000. And so I'm like, that would be a sick pass to have. And I think so I've reached out. I'm like, look, man, I ski in Utah a lot. It'd be sick to promote Ski Utah in exchange for a pass, and they didn't really go for it. So I was like, well, at least I can say I tried, because I'm not spending 10 grand on a ski pass. But that would be the best pass, because I could go to the Bird whenever I wanted. You could go to Deer Valley whenever you wanted. You go to any resort whenever you want, as many times as you want. So I thought it could be a cool sort of thing, but I understand they don't need to. There's a wait list for the pass, like. But I thought that'd be cool, because how much do I ski in Utah and all that sort of stuff, and like when I went to Sundance, for example, like. So it's worth a shot, but not getting my hopes up. You gotta get the camera in Papa Joe's hands to get some shots of you skiing. The ones you get of him are on point. I'd love to see Joe try to do a follow cam. We could try, put on the end of his pole, see what he can do, but I'd rather film Joe than have him film me, to be honest. But remember that one IG video you got like 1 million views on? Yeah, the one I got of skiing through the trees I think it hit 2.1 million views was what it went to. That's what like pushed my Instagram from like 5K to over 10K, was that one reel. Then I had a few in there that were like a few 100,000. I had a few TikToks that went like 500,000. But yeah, that one reel on Instagram got like 2 million. Ray Johnson, $10. Sweet back in the van. Peace to everyone. Yeah. Back in the van down here in the desert. Gonna be heading out tomorrow. Ultimately trying to make my way back west to Mammoth. But had I planned this better, what happened was I thought I was gonna have paintball this weekend. But there's no paintball this weekend, so had I known that, I would have just brought my ski stuff with me here and went over to Mammoth, because it's shorter to go from here. But yeah, no paintball this weekend, unfortunately. Ski Utah should definitely sponsor you. I don't know, that's why I said, like, sponsor is like such a loose term now, but I think it would be a partnership that I think would be worthwhile, I guess. But I think from there on, they're like, I'm still gonna go to the resorts and post videos anyways, like, so why should they, right? It's like, the biggest thing is the 7 days to the Bird is tough. I really wish I had more, and the only way to get more is to buy like a Bird pass, but then you're talking another $2,000 on top of the Icon and Epic. I mean, is it worth it? Maybe, but it's like, if we're going to be traveling a lot again, it's hard to justify that. But then only 7 days to Deer Valley. Sometimes when I'm in Utah, I feel like I kind of feel stuck. Like I can really only go to Park City. Solitude, yeah, I could go to Solitude. I have a hard time feeling like I really can ski Solitude well. So, we'll see. If it's another good year, there's no reason why we couldn't buy more days to the Bird or get a Bird pass, right? Again, I'm still new to this whole thing full time. I don't know what to expect, right? Are we gonna continue to grow the way we did this last year, or is that sort of flare? Is the flare over with and old, And so I don't know. Shooter's got to shoot, exactly. I figured that was one I'll at least try. Epic Pass wanted to. They approached me, I think in like November. They wanted to give me a pass, but they wanted all these deliverables each month, and I was like, look, this is kind of a headache. When I already bought the pass, the money's kind of a sunk cost at that point, and I just felt like it was a lot. It was another, responsibility I would have in addition. The thing was, I didn't want to have any additional deliverables. I told them, I was like, I'm already going to be posting videos from resorts. At the time, I already posted Keystone opening day, Park City, and like they didn't want any YouTube stuff. Like they wanted Instagram photos, and I'm like, that's not really what my focus is with the channel, right? And so had they just been like, here's a reimbursement on the pass, we love the YouTube videos that you go to the Epic, that'd be fine, that'd be cool. But the fact that they wanted more stuff, I'm like, I don't know if that's really worth it. So that's why the Ski Utah pass would be really cool, and then we could set something up where I have deliverables each month, right? Or something to promote Ski Utah, the different resorts. That would make sense. Ron Wilson with a 20 weekly tithe search or slug. If you did merch, I'd buy a sticker, a hat, and a hood. Pretty sure everybody here would. What does it take? We would rep the brand. Ron, thank you for the 20. The biggest thing that I think is stopping any sort of merchandise, be it a sticker or even a beanie, is that I don't have anything to put on it. Like I don't really have a logo. So like Jonathan Buckhouse has like the logo, right? The always evolving logo, or I don't have something that represents the channel here. So if I get something like that designed, I could see running limited batches of something, but I really just don't have a logo or a design that embodies the Stoke squad, whether it's the van or Luna in the mountains skiing, right? Like that's kind of the thing that's always held me back from merchandise. I'll die doing a follow cam. That's so hard to ski and film without hitting a tree. The thing with a follow cam is that you don't really look at the camera. Like you just trust the GoPro is wide enough. You kind of find your distance, your proximity, and when you're skiing with someone who's very good, fast, you're in the trees, like your focus is really more on the skiing, and you're kind of just holding the camera in the general vicinity and hoping that you get it right. But the really good follow cameras can kind of do both. But how about a short form top to bottom lap of Mammoth this week? But how would that work? If it's short form, in my opinion, that's like 10 to 15 seconds at most. Then a top to bottom run on skis is going to take, at Mammoth is going to take, I don't know, nearly 10 minutes. I think there could be some short form, head cam shots of maybe if something happens, but Cool wants to camp. I don't have their pass, so are all campsites snowed? In the wintertime, you don't really camp for skiing and stuff. That's what kind of makes it tough. In the wintertime, you're basically always sleeping in a parking lot or something. Right now, all the campsites, at least in the south, are obviously open. Even in the winter they are, but I don't know exactly what you're referring to. How are the new lights working? The new lights are sick. I used them the first night when I came in here late, and it's like if I have both the lights on and I turn my high beams on, you don't even see my high beams. They're these new lights are just ridiculously bright. They're brighter than honestly that I thought they would be. Especially when you get in these areas when it's pitch dark out and you turn these on, it's like the light bar in the top really shoots out far in front of you, and then there's ones at the bottom like really light up everything kind of in the immediate area. So when they're both on, it's pretty insane. It's kind of obnoxious. I'm with Ron. I'd buy some Rigid Speed Racing merch. Now that's some sick merch. I got to talk to Tyler. Let Tyler know that they want Rigid Speed merch. Because the hoodie I have and the hat is from Tyler. Like, because Rigid Speed is his thing, but Rigid Speed merch would be sweet. We've been asking for merch since I joined this squad for the winter. Man, I know. I always told myself, like, I got to get bigger until we can do, like, any sort of merch run. But I do think, like, I love when brands, like, I really like this YouTube channel. They're called Night Ride. They're like these Polish kids who, they just, like, work on cars and stuff, and it's like very relatable things, but they do like really awesome, like just limited edition drops of hoodies. Like, hey, we're gonna have 100 hoodies, right? Because they're so big. But it's like, I think that's a really good idea, is having, hey, there's gonna be 25 hoodies released, you know, create like urgency and like one of a kind sort of thing. So as if Epic Pass needs more promotion. I'm probably one of the, I don't know, I really enjoy like the big passes like Epic and Icon. I think it's enabled us to be able to ski tons of resorts, you know. I remember when I used to have a Park City season pass, and it's like, if you wanted to go ski anywhere else, you have to buy a day ticket. So I really support the big passes, and it's not like I'm not promoting them anyways with the videos that I make. But what's up from Denver? What up, Modern Skater? Friends come out and visit, buy an Icon pass, and only use it a few days. Yeah, I can understand that, Eric, but I think it kind of balances out, right? Because then you also have people who buy an Icon pass and they ski 100 days, you know. And so I think from Icon's perspective, it's like they're not making money off people like you or I, right, who are skiing all the time, probably not going to the lodge every day for lunch, you know. So, and a lot of times still buying one of those big passes is cheaper than if you were to buy day tickets, even if you're only skiing a few days. That's why I think like the Epic 4-day pass is whatever they do, like, is a good idea, you know. Because if you were to go to, think of if you wanted to ski Deer Valley and you're paying $220 a day and you went for 4 days, that's almost $1,000, where you can get an Icon pass for like $1,200. Maybe a discount on the Utah pass. A discount would be nice. The problem with, even if I got the Utah Gold Pass, I would still need to get an Epic and Icon pass so I can ski Colorado, California, Washington. So it doesn't replace the other passes, sadly. If it meant I didn't have to get Epic and Icon, I'd be more enticed to do it. But maybe the alternative move is to just reach out to these resorts directly, you know, and just be like, hey, can I? And that's what Buckhouse told me to do early on in the year. Was for example, when I went to Loveland opening day, I paid $100 for that opening day ticket. At the time, I didn't really know. I was like, you know, I got to go ski, and he's like, dude, you need to reach out to the marketing department, tell them what you do, and they should comp you a ticket for that day, you know. And I think that Loveland opening day video is like 30,000 views, you know. So that's maybe the other angle, is do you reach out to Snowbird? Do you reach out to Sundance if I want to go to Sundance, you know? But I'm never good at like asking for that sort of stuff. I'm like, well, I'll just pay for it, and then it's just an expense, and I'll make the video, and then I don't owe anyone anything. But Icon sponsoring might be good as well. Your videos from all the resorts. My son wants to go to Jackson. Here's the thing with Icon, and Abe Kislovitz is sponsored by Icon, and he said Icon. It's I think even it'd be the same with Epic. I think the problem when you get sponsored by one of those passes is that they want you to be exclusive to those resorts. So for example, if I were to get sponsored by Epic, I don't think they'd be very happy if I'm going to Icon resorts. And for me, I can't have that limitation, right? Like I can't just be an Epic skier. I can't just be an Icon skier. You know, so that's like my one worry with those mega passes is like I don't want there to be limitations on where I can and can't go either, because I think that's going to do a lot more harm than good. You gonna have to Timberline this summer? I don't know. You racing at Watkins Glen this year? Sadly, no Watkins Glen. Just copped the ARV 106s. Let's go, San Fosh Submarinian. It's a good ski. The more I use it, the more I like it. But you know, I think it's a good pickup. I do want to pick up the new ARV 100. I think would be a really great like early seasons ski, stuff like that. I'm not a huge fan of the smaller skis, but I noticed a lot of ridiculous lights on cars when I was driving in Utah. No one turned them off when cars were oncoming. That kind of makes sense. But Stoke squad from Paul Brown. What will you be doing in Mammoth? The plan is to ski. Ski in the mornings, and then, you know, I don't know, explore in the afternoon. But yeah, the primary thing is to ski. Try to get a good handful of ski videos for you guys. Maybe use that environment to make other ski related videos, like the ranking video that people have been asking me about. You know, maybe just more thoughts on the skis that I have now that I've used them a bit more, but I'm not a fan of like the gear videos and stuff. We need an Instagram post of your new lights and how bright they are. Dude, I know. That's a good idea. You know, it's very hard to shoot lights. When I made that thumbnail the other day, like, I had to take 3 different images exposed for different parts of the car. Because when the headlights are on, it's so bright. You know, you can't... If you expose for the headlights, the whole van's going to be pitch dark and vice versa. So, but I agree. I want to get, like, a badass photo. I'm just not a photographer, man. My brain just does not work like that, but... Dakota with the 420 GG pick in your email, Poppy Lucas. Dude, honestly, where I'm at right now, the Starlink is blazing fast. I'm pulling like over 150 megabytes download, 15 megabytes on the upload. Oh, it's already 7:45. It's still completely daylight out. I gotta make food. Love Icon. Hate the days where the lines are crazy long. Yeah, that's never fun. I'm gonna get a mock-up. Give me a week. Oh, man. The Epic Day Pass for 1 to 7 days is a good deal. Daughters and I skied 2 days before Thanksgiving. We only did it because of the day pass. If we had to pay window, we would have. Exactly. That's why. And what's also good about those passes is that I think you can use them on any day. Like, you know, so it's kind of like if you buy them, you don't have to know exactly when you're gonna ski. Yes, on reaching out directly to the mountain resorts, that seems to make the most sense. Yeah, that's probably the next move. Oh, looks like it's gonna thunderstorm. Have you thought about traveling to Argentina or New Zealand to make a few ski videos this summer? Not really. Not right now, especially when there's resorts open that are here. Maybe somewhat part down the line if this continues to flourish, but any summer ski training plans? Training as in like working out and stuff, or like skiing in the summer? Is the BOP resolved? Seems like it's better now. I would say that the BOP is resolved. The thing is, are they going to continue to refine it and change it over the season? You know, that we don't know. But I think right now they should just leave it. The cars are pretty damn close. The Honda was still on pole, so it's not like the Honda's slow. I think they got a lot closer. So I think we need another race weekend at a different track like Virginia to see. Was COTA just a strong track for the BMWs? Was it a weak track for the Hondas? So I think it did get resolved. I mean, they added a ton of weight, turned their power down. Oh, what a beautiful photo. It already zoomed in. I meant ski working out to get stronger for the next season. Yeah, I mean, it, you know, it's kind of a lifestyle, I would say, easy life for me. And the reason why I said is I've just, and largely due to Papa Joe. I mean, I've never really remembered a time of not working out. It's not something that I would say, okay, it's the off season, now I have to train to get stronger for ski season. It should just be something that is just part of your daily life in general, whether you're skiing or not. So when I'm home and I'm around, I really enjoy weightlifting. I don't do anything specific for skiing, but obviously a lot of core strength is important for skiing, legs, stuff like that. But it's a whole thing, and just with everything, you know, a stronger athlete is a better athlete, whether that's in the race car or playing paintball, right? So I can't give you a specific answer of this is what I'm doing, but yeah, it's staying in shape all the time, you know, for life in general, just not just for skiing. You know, it would be a topic that that I feel like I would be interested in covering, but I don't do anything specific for skiing. I'm not doing I don't do like any ski movements and stuff like that. I lift weights, and I feel like having intense workouts is the key. You're not just going to the gym just to say you went to the gym. You know, it's like go to the gym, put music in, and work out hard for an hour, 40 minutes. That's all you need. Get the sweat rolling, get a little pissed off, and work out, and then leave and stay and focus. You know, like don't be on your phone, don't be sitting on the machines. Like, I think, you know, and that's my style of working out. I do very high intensity stuff where it's like I'll superset almost everything. Then in between the superset, I'll do a set of abs or calves, you know. So I'm always moving. I'm not one to like, okay, I'm gonna do a set of curls and then sit and wait for 2 minutes and do my other set. Like, that's just not my style of working out. When I get there, I try to keep my heart rate up for 40 minutes. I don't work out for like 2 hours. I don't do like, you know, I'm not taking all these supplements and stuff like that. Like, I don't think you need that. So that's my style. But I've also, like I said, I've done it for a very, probably the one thing in my life that I've done longer than anything is strength train. Whether it was playing hockey, lacrosse, it's just something that's never changed. And you know, and then skiing, the thing that I say with skiing, like, no matter how much training you do, those first few days you go skiing, like, you can't really activate a lot of the muscles that you do skiing with just simple strength training. So the way you get stronger for skiing is skiing a lot. But the reason why I get passionate about this topic is because what happens is people do this. September's going to roll around, October, and they're going to say, oh, I have a ski trip next month, or it's almost ski season, I better start getting in shape. It doesn't work like that. In my opinion, it doesn't. Like, it's the backwards way to do it. Like, if you want to get ready for ski season now, it starts now is what I'm getting at. It doesn't start like a month before the season. It's too late, you know? So and yeah, I get passionate about it because I think in life that's one of the most important things is just being healthy, really, you know. So I wish I could give you a more exact routine and answer, and I'd be happy to share the workouts I do, but if you guys were to see them, I follow very much like a bodybuilding workout, you know. So I don't do like a ton of cardio. I should start to do it, especially as I get older. I'll probably implement more cardio, but yeah, I enjoy strength training. I'm losing track of the time because it's so bright out still. And it's already 8 o'clock, man. This looks like a crew. How do you train in the van while you're on the road? I don't. And that was one of the worst things about like the tour this winter was like early in the season at Silverthorne, I went to the gym because I wasn't skiing all day like I was in the season. I was more stationed. So I have a Planet Fitness membership that I pay for, largely for the showers, but also for the gym. They're very popular in the Pacific Northwest. When I was in Washington and stuff like that in Oregon, I was going to the Planet Fitness for that stuff. But yeah, for the most part, when I'm traveling, like I don't work out, which is the thing I miss the most of this winter season. So, but at that point, it's like, you know, you're at February, so your ski legs on my end are really already underneath me, and it's not that skiing isn't physically demanding, but it's not the same as lifting weights. So, but a gym membership, Planet Fitness is what I do, but. Yeah, the garage does look different, doesn't it? You don't have to ski and ski more to get ski fit, not just working out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's really the best is like, is skiing is going to get, like I said, activate those muscles and all that stuff. But if you can build a good base before that, it will only help for sure. I had lost close to 24 pounds leading up to last season ski season, but I went started training and I got plantar fasciitis and I rode with it this whole season. Oof. Yeah, you gotta be careful. That's the biggest thing is like injuries, right? It's like that's the bane of my existence. Not that I have any. That's my point. Is like trying to stay healthy, man. That's like key. Garage looks good, man. There's a lot going on, dude. Table looks great. Pharaoh's on the phone, dude. Pablo's got another twig. Dude, we're missing Zach and Celeste. Tell them that we all miss them. We miss all of them. We miss your brother. What's going on here? Let's hide the pillow. Make room for Lucas to live stream from there when he's in Florida. We have a spot saved for Lucas. He has to race though. One night with us, he won't be able to race the rest of the weekend. Oh my god. Thanks, Owen. See you later, man. And the dogs, yeah. The garage dogs. Kids might be watching. That's why I'm hiding. Well, guys, thank you for the 2-hour stream. Yeah, gonna be putting out one of the videos from Zion tomorrow, and then plan is to head back up to Salt Lake tomorrow morning. Basically grab my stuff. I'm waiting for a package that I need for Mammoth, and then we'll be heading out to Mammoth really as soon as possible. So gonna be moving around, but thanks guys for hanging out. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.